Our mission is actually to provide a shelter for the homeless transgender. So some transgenders were kicked out of their home at a very young age because of humiliation that the family might face within their own family or among neighbors. Some families would reject them and be thrown out because basically they do not understand basically why we are transgenders, why we want to become transgenders. It's not by choice. The gender identity comes from within. I mean, it's a natural thing, a natural process. It's inborn. The T project began as a hope for transgender community in Singapore who find having a roof over their heads much of a struggle. Hi, welcome to the T Project shelter. This is where our living room is. It's where our shelter residents. It's a place for them to congregate, chat, and have some fun watching the TV. And on your left will be my office, whereby I'll be doing most of my time doing administrative jobs. This is where I get my inspiration from and my drive to actually give the residents a better place to stay. Moving forward, this is where the residents sleep. It's a shared common space whereby we have 4 beds in a room. Alright, they will share this space and live together and enjoy their company during daytime as well. We have a fully equipped kitchen area. Maybe I would like to show you what we've done before. These are certain projects that we've done. This is one of the residents that we helped. And of course, this is a picture of our founders. And without them, there will be no T project, there will be no shelter, there will be no hope for the transgender community. I met June in person actually about 3 years ago. What makes me connect with the co-founder June is actually positivity and be seen in the community as the community leader of the T project.
How I started T project is a very tedious process. Since 2011, I will attend all the talks. Talk about the real needs and wants of the transgender community, because a lot of times when workshops are labeled LGBT, it's always about the lesbian, gay or bisexual. It's never about the transgender. And when it's about the transgender, the needs and wants are not realistically portrayed. They always think that it's not necessary to support and help the transgender community. But the fact that there are a sizable transgender community in Singapore and there's still no transgender specific social service support speaks volumes. Then I decided it's time for me to step up.
Becoming a transgender is actually a big obstacle in the society. Coming out, standing out proud is a major issue. And me joining the T project is my way of giving back to society, to provide that sense of confidence that transgenders can be more of what they want to be. In Singapore, a transgender, they always have this equation: transgender equals to sex work. They might start off as a sex worker. One of the reasons being so might be to try out. I dress like a woman, I put on my makeup, am I beautiful? There's not enough platform for them to actually grow in the corporate world. Not many companies are transgender friendly. So in order of survival, sex work is the easiest way out for them. Last time I rental in a room. Before last time I staying here, the rental only $40. Then increased $5 to now $65 to $70. They don't care. They want everyday rental. Then my makan money, sometimes I don't eat, I just stand by biscuit, bread, I sit down on the floor, I eat. People don't know. Singapore, everything, all is money. You know, I know what job you do. Then. Because now HDB want company job, payslip. Not last time, you can like paperwork, like can cover up. I've been working for this sex worker for nearly 17 years. Easy money is a lot of easy money, but deal with like client is not easy. So I have to do something. I have to work out by my own self. The first day when I came here, it's like a home, I'm staying here, so now I try to get a job. Okay, first thing, less burden. No need to pay rental. Although no need to pay rental, I cannot take advantage. So I must plan to be a better transgender. We do not discriminate any transgender or any of our residents staying here. Along the way, when we first started the second batch of this new home, we came across a resident with HIV. So she happened to step up and ask, I am a HIV patient. I have nowhere to go. Will you accept me? With an open heart, our co-founder, Jun Chua, accepted, yes.
When in 2004, itself I came to Aceh, I was caught in tsunami. I was a victim of tsunami. See. During the victim of tsunami, I was totally paranoid, injured or what. I think they saved me from tsunami. It's when they have blood transfusion. It's an emergency case, the mass of people who around there who needs blood, you see. A lot of people were dying. So I was in a coma. So it's when they go to blood transfusion. So I was coma for 3 months. So when I was retain my consciousness, then we go for blood test. Only then I know that I'm HIV positive. When I came back to Singapore at the time, because I ran away for 12 years. And I came back to Singapore at the time, then I met Ginger.
As we go along providing homes for the homeless transgender, we do find that there are many other pressing issues that our transgenders are facing right now, not just roof over their heads. So we are expanding our programs, which includes connecting them to the proper channels of other social workers if they ever need.
The most amazing about this project is that they give me more strength. You see, if not, I won't be here right now. I think I will just put my string around my neck and hang myself. See, it's not easy, for a HIV person to live among society. You know one thing, I just I sleep. I go to sleep at night. I wake up in the morning. I make my own breakfast, and I'm free. I cook, and I cook. Sometimes I share my food with friends here around here, and food can never be finished here. Now we have 4 friends already here, so we're getting along very well, and we just like a family here. My happiest memory here is when the first day I came here. This place is quite nice. The place I came here, I feel like it's like my home.
I do see the difference in them. When they first started to actually attend the admissions interview, I could see their face is full of worries, full of burdens. Along the journey, where they met other people like them, residents in the shelter are the actual emotional support that they give to each other in order to move forward. Whatever they need, food, roof over their heads, anything just to make them feel this is more than a shelter. It is a home. Next phase of my life would be seeing my community, the transgender community, evolving themselves and making a mark in Singapore itself, moving more towards being able to self-sustain themselves throughout times and being independent, knowledgeable, growing themselves as power trans, as you would say, some power ladies. I would also love to see that someday trans women become entrepreneurs of their own. That's my hope for the future.